Welcome to Real Tea. My name is Benjamin Maynard.
And my name is Ted Bogert. That's it?
And then the intro, and then the intro
Oh, there's
plays.
an intro playing.
Today we're going to be talking about breakups.
Breakups. I like breakups.
I mean,
I like to talk about them.
you're
I don't want to
like,
experience them.
Yeah, totally.
What kind of
and
breakups?
I don't mean my ex-husband breakup because we can't. 30 minutes is just not long enough.
Oh, no. Or my ex-fiance stepmother breakup.
Oh, wow. I
That's
didn't
a whole
know about
nother.
that
Oh, yeah.
story. That's
That's for a whole nother
Mm.
Real Tea podcast.
I'm talking about clients or employers or anything like that in the real estate world because we have had those clients that just drive us nuts, and I see it on a daily basis with some of my agents. And it's hard to decide when you call it quits with them and when to move forward in a relationship with a client. Healthy boundaries that you have to, navigate and all that.
Do realtors really have healthy boundaries?
No, we don't.
100%. Neither do lenders. It's
Fine.
I don't think anybody has healthy boundaries in our world.
No, they
We
definitely
should,
don't.
though.
We should. We
Do
should.
you have you fired a client before?
I have. Yeah.
What was that? What was that experience like? What happened?
First they wouldn't get pre-approved, and they're like, "I'm paying cash," and I'm like, "Okay, that's great. I appreciate that. I still have to see the funds." And they would never show the funds that they had. I didn't want to see their bank account number, but as a real estate agent, we have a duty to the public to make sure that if we're taking these people in, they're qualified to buy the home because
Right.
you're uprooting somebody's life. Like they have to pick up their kids or their animals or whatever it is, and then leave their home while you're in their home for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever that might be. And so I asked her for that. And so I was like, okay, fine. We'll go look at a few houses and we'll see where we're at with it. And so we started looking at some houses and, she nitpicked everything. And clients are going to nitpick. They're going to be like, oh, the walls are blue. You can paint them. So, it was stuff like that. But I think the bottom line was when she wouldn't cooperate with me in the sense that of the things that I needed for my checklist to start working with a buyer.
Yes.
And I couldn't in good faith move forward with that because she wasn't listening to me, which is the number one thing really. Like if you're not going as a consumer, if you're not looking to listen to the professional that's there to help guide you in your journey in your home buying process or selling, then why is that person there?
Is this before the BBA, or as I like to call it, the BBC? The BB.
The BBC.
So the BBA. Google that, you people. BBA.
What about a BBL? You know what
I
a
don't know
BBL
what a
is?
BBL is.
A Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't know a BBL.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends.
Both are more interesting than a BBA. So was this before a BBA?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. It was when I was working in Ohio because I'm licensed in 5 states now, and it was early on in my career, but I had a mentor who had told me if you see signs on the wall that give you pause, you should probably walk away.
Yes.
He said, in fact, run away from
Right.
it because chances are you're going to spend all this time and money and energy into working with someone, and they are either not actually approved to buy. I don't ever know what happened to her. I'm sure maybe she found a home. But I just say, hey, respectfully, I'm like, I just don't think that it's a right fit for me. But what's a breakup story for you?
Well,
got
I
another
just
one.
I feel like really quick on the comment on that. Consumers feel a lot more empowered these days because of what they see on social media or whatever news media they get. So they feel like they know a lot. And so they come in with this attitude of, I don't need to have a pre-approval. You don't need to tell me about the market because I already know the market. And in reality, that is exactly why they need a professional, because we do know what's the real tea and what's really going on. And so I feel like a lot of them come in with a chip on their shoulder, and that's why there's breakups. God, I could talk about breakups on so many levels. Which one shall I choose?
What's your best?
I think I've broken up recently with realtors.
Mm.
I think it's healthy for us to have the boundaries you talked about before. Clients I haven't had as much of an experience with because nobody, usually when they come to me, I know pretty quickly if they're not going to fill out my application and not try to get a pre approval with me, then I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to be your partner and to help you. But if you can't fill out the basic information but want everything from me, it's probably not a good fit. But realtors are a new thing for me. I have broken up with, and they probably don't know I have, but I've broken up with realtors who just aren't. I'm not. I'm all about alignment this year. It sounds so hoity-toity and bougie, but it's really just making sure that I'm on the same page. Like you and I think the same way about relationships, people, our business ethics.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of people on both sides, the lender side and the realtor side, who are just such a challenge. They make all of us look not so good. And so I have done a lot of house cleaning, not just social media, because I've done that too, just for the record. So if you're listening and you think we're friends on Facebook, double check that just to make
Let me
sure.
grab my
No, you're
phone. No, I'm
totally
just
good.
kidding.
Everybody in this room is good. But
Uh,
I've just realized that those aren't my people. And there's nothing wrong with them. And I don't wish them any ill will. But that's just a relationship that I don't need or want to foster.
Yeah, and I think with real estate agents, just in general, they like to be catered to, as we've talked about
They do.
several times. They expect a certain level from their people that they're aligned with. But the problem is, and I have this conversation with so many of my agents, is I'm like, okay, you've been going to X person's event a lot. Have you brought them any business? Have you, and they're like, well, I always work with this lender. Okay, well, is that lender giving you anything to help further your business? Sure, they take great care of your clients, but how do you know that Ted won't take care of your clients, or Stacy over there, or
Correct.
whoever that might be that you're working with? And that's one thing with title agencies. I have seen so many real estate agents use a title company, and the
Yes.
title company, they're great. Like, they get the job done, they get it closed, they do all the paperwork right, sure, but what else are they providing to the business?
Correct.
And so one of, the things that I really push my agents to do is, when you're selling a home, and listen up if you're a consumer, when you're selling a home, ask that real estate agent, who are your partners? Who are you going to partner with to help sell my home? What are they doing in the background? Because they're going to suggest some title company.
Right.
And is that title company actually involved? What are their fees like? Ask that question. Like, what are the closing fees at X title company versus Y title company?
Right.
So you should, as a consumer, be looking at those numbers. Or, if the real estate agent suggests one lender, sure, give it a try, but go ask three others, you
Correct.
know? And I love Ted, and I love working with you on the lending side of things. But we just did a deal where, unfortunately, another bank gave a lower rate,
That's right.
and right now it's a hard time. They're not the easiest to work with as a real estate agent. Of course, if
Right.
there's a problem, I can call up the lenders that I have relationships with, and I'm
Correct.
like, hey, Ted, what's going on with this deal?
Right.
But when you get an outside lender, it's not that I'm discouraging from using them. It's that I want to make sure that they're taking care of the client, and that we're able to close in a timely manner and stay on track with everything, and that they're going above and beyond for the client. Because
So
at the end of the
important.
day, like, that's what we as real estate agents, lenders, title agencies, we should be focused on, making sure that the client is taken care of. And there's just so many times.
100%.
So I understand, like, I applaud you
Well,
for
all
that.
relationships, right? I think we all have to evaluate. There's a whole bunch of BS going on in our market,
Hmm.
especially our market, Central Florida market,
Yeah.
right now. And so there's plenty of tea out there that we could get into the nitty gritty on. But what that does is create this feeling of uncertainty amongst people that work with certain title companies, certain real estate companies, certain lenders. And the consumer is unaware of most of that. And so we have to be very diligent in making sure that we have established the right relationships that work for us. In the case of that client, it was the best thing for him to go with
Mm-hmm.
that bank. It just was. There was no way around it, and they're honoring whether it's a long journey or experiencing now. It doesn't matter. At the end of the finish line, he's going to have a better rate and save himself money.
Yes.
And right now, that's a beautiful thing. So
Yeah.
they're going to deliver on it. So I'm a big believer in. I don't have the product for everyone, and if you find a product that's better, you should absolutely do it. You should shop. Same on insurance. Not everybody's for everybody. I mean, I personally think everyone loves me, and that's my mantra during the day.
Ted.
Every
Everyone loves you.
everyone loves Ted.
Everyone loves Ted.
That's my thought process. But I understand that there are uh, other people, different lenders that offer different things, different realtors and title companies, and you should utilize that if it makes sense for you. And you, as a realtor, did a great job for your client because you talked him through what the pluses and minuses were. But at the end of the day, it was important for him to get the rate and the product that he
Yeah, and I mean the number one thing I always say to my clients is, I'm not getting anything out of this
right.
other than your service. Like you're getting good service from, lender A as opposed to a lender
Well,
that
let's
I don't
talk
know
about that a
about.
little bit because there's a lot of stuff going on in our current market, a lot of backlash because of certain JVs and MSAs that realtors have with lenders and realtors have with title companies. A lot of times those aren't disclosed up front to the consumer. And so the consumer will get crappy customer service,
Mhm.
mainly because that realtor is getting some kickback. Kickback's probably the wrong word, allegedly. They're getting some sort of money because of the joint venture or
It's a kickback tip.
it's
Just call it what it
MSA. I know. I'm
is.
sorry. And so I think it's so important to ask your realtor up front these relationships. Are you monetarily being rewarded for sending me to this person?
Yeah.
Because if you are, I'm okay with there being a relationship, but if you're pushing me in that direction primarily because you're going to get a kickback or you're going to get some kind of money, then I think that that's doing a disservice to your clients. And so I feel like consumers really need to ask those questions, and realtors should be upfront with their clients about that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Totally
So
agree.
what
So
other
that's
breakups, Ben?
I had a breakup with a title company since you bring it up.
You did.
So it
Go
was
ahead,
here
remind me as I'm having
here
my
in
champagne.
here in Florida. And you're gonna catch on real quick to which story this is because I'm sure you've heard it. So there's a title company that I
Oh, geez.
partnered with, and I was like, this is my company. I was excited. Started doing events with them and planning and all these things, and then one of my agents had 3 listings on one street, which he's like an amazing agent. So Nick Graves, call him up.
Oh, we love Nick.
Um, he had 3 listings on one street, and I was like, oh, we should do like a fun event plan. And he was really busy, so I said, let me reach out and see what we can come up with, and then I'll take it back and present it um, to him. And I went to meet with the person, the rep, and like an hour late, love them to death. Can't say who, but the the boss lady, I'm gonna call her. No, I don't want.
I like how we're dancing around on our Real Tea podcast. The
Well, we
bo-
can't do names. I don't want to get sued right out of the gate. Jeez.
No.
So no. Anyways, she was
All you're
upset
doing
that
is
she
sharing
was
your
meeting.
experience.
She was upset that she was meeting with me.
Why?
I don't know, because I hadn't brought any business in yet, and I'm like, well, this is like 1.4 million of volume right here that would be coming in to your company, and that's what the meeting was about. I don't know about you, but I would want that business.
Of course.
And so I'm trying to like sit down and have a meeting with her. It was a lunch. I was paying for it too. I was like, why don't we go out to lunch? I'll pay for it. And they just wouldn't let up on the text messages with the rep. And I'm like, if this is how they want to act, I was like, I'm gonna cut. So I cut all ties to that situation. and I didn't look back. I found a great
Oh,
new title company that
you
we
did.
we have three that I always say rule of three
Yep.
for clients and in general, but you can always have more than three, right?
Sure.
But I have my three that agents ask, oh, who do you use? I give them the three, give them my priority. I really love St. Lawrence Title. They're always amazing.
Yes.
My favorite title girl, Tammy.
Oh, we love
We
Tammy.
love Tammy. A little shout out to her. But that was a nasty breakup because I would never interfere with like deals and stuff like that. But I called every single one of my agents and I said, look, if you're using this company, I strongly advise against it. And it wasn't just that. I had found out some other things I'm not going to say that were happening in the background that I don't think are very ethically correct business practices. So, for me,
I
I
blocked
just.
that person. I know
Oh,
who we're
yeah,
talking
you know
about
who you're
now.
talking about.
Yeah. So I think that an individual like that is one of those people that you just don't want to put up with. Why would you? Life's too short, and there's plenty of options and opportunities to network and build relationships with someone who actually wants to.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I'm super happy that both of us
Yes.
got rid of that. I had a breakup. I'm thinking about it. This person that you were talking about actually reminded me. I had somebody break up with me.
Oh, you got broken up.
I got broken up with, and it's somebody that I did hard money with.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, there was no communication. And there was a lot of reasons why. And instead of getting upset about it, I just cut that person completely out because they had given me a clear message. Hey, I'm not going in that direction anymore. I know you've helped introduce me to 10,000 realtors that I would have never met before, but I've decided to go in a different direction.
Oh, my God.
And so in his mind, he broke up or stopped doing business or whatever his rationale was. And I had a choice. I could, I don't know, cry over it, whine over it, drink over it. I probably did all three.
Cuss him out.
But I decided, I'm like, okay, well, if you want a break, then a break it is. And I absolutely cut him completely out. I think when you get the message like that, you just have to go with it. Why hang on? Why try to beg for something that the other person doesn't want? Why try to do business or find out the reason why? I don't need to know the reason why. You chose not to be part of my life and my business, then good luck.
Right. Right.
So that was my being broken up with story. Why would you break up with me? Hello.
Right.
I don't understand
You're
it.
amazing. Stretch our minds a little. Want to
Ooh.
do top 5 reasons that you would break up with someone.
Is it me? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
gonna do you
first?
first.
Okay. Trust.
Oh,
Don't trust somebody.
okay.
Loyalty,
Loyalty.
honesty, integrity, bad fashion. I don't know. I had to say something.
How are you friends with my husband then? Have you
no,
seen?
no, Edward always looks good.
Listen, when we first started dating, Edward wore like jogger pants and a t-shirt. I said, I'm gonna have to change this.
That's what he was wearing now.
Oh, I know, but for a little while, I got him to like go to Express and like try out some new clothes.
Poor Edward didn't know he was
He
gonna get
has
picked
his
on.
moments, but yeah, if you come around the house, he's always in sweats and a
I get
t-shirt.
it. No, you should be at your home. You should be comfortable.
I guess I don't know. I get up every day. I always try and put on a nice outfit and try and put myself together, regardless of whether or not
We all know
I'm
I dress subtle. Subtle is my
subtle is
absolutely
your main
everything's
point,
subtle.
right? I mean,
I just throw on whatever's happening.
spiky shoes.
Yeah, I got the spiky shoes.
Oh my god.
So those were my top 5. What about
My
you?
top 5. Wasting my time.
Oh, that's a great one.
So if I'll let you do it once, but if you're just somebody who's just dragging me on,
Yes.
like I will straight up
So good.
cut the ties.
Good.
People who are negative or mean.
Yeah.
Negativity is a poison that you have to cut out. And I feel like, that's a huge thing.
Agreed.
This one's gonna be bad.
Oh, good.
I have the most sensitive nose. I'm like a bloodhound. I'm telling you, it's a thing in my family. Everybody has like real sensitive smell. If somebody has like super bad hygiene and I
Oh,
struggle to be around, like I literally gag.
I love it.
But I that's a rule because I can't show them a house and be like, "Ugh." Like I will literally just start freaking gagging, and but that doesn't happen very often. But listen, I'm sorry if you have a problem with hygiene, but my nose is just so
Isn't
sensitive.
hygiene a choice? Let's be honest.
I think, but some
Yeah,
people,
no.
I feel like maybe there's something medically there.
Oh, you're
And
being kind.
yeah,
You stink. Take a bath.
you stink.
Put
Take
on
a bath.
deodorant. Anything. Brush your
Well, how
hair.
many was that? 3, 4?
I don't know. They were all good. That's 4.
It was 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And then my final one. I don't know what my final one would be.
I didn't either. That's why I said bad fashion.
I feel like the hygiene's like 10.
I love the hygiene.
Loyalty. Yeah, that's another big one of mine.
Loyalty.
Like it really frustrates me when I like I go above and beyond for people.
Yes.
And in the end, some people just want to take advantage of you.
Yes, they do.
And that's probably one of the biggest lessons that I've had to learn over time is try and sense the signs. And when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
That's
I
correct.
forget who said that.
I love that. Zig Ziglar, I think.
I don't
Or
know
I don't know.
who
It
that
could be
is.
Fanny Bryce. I'm just throwing names out at you right now. 'Cause
I don't
I'm on
even know who those
champagne.
people are.
Oh, good. You don't know who Fanny Bryce is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
With a name like that, I should know who she is.
Funny
Fanny
Girl?
Bryce.
Funny
Oh,
Girl.
Funny Girl. The musical, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you knowing musicals.
Listen, I know that musical because my parents loved it for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I love Barbara Streisand.
Oh, speaking of musicals, I was on vacation last week, right? Well, it wasn't vacation. I had
Did
to
the
go.
3 of you do a musical
No, we
that you can talk about?
we were in D.C. visiting Edward's mother. Love her to death. She's a great lady. We got her to watch Wicked. And she really liked it. It was just we started watching it like 8:30 after we had been working
jeez.
on one of the properties all day. And so we were all tired, like falling asleep, but she loved it. She
It's
kept.
so good.
We also got her to watch Drag Race,
Drag Race is that
RuPaul's Drag
Yeah.
Race. I was like, I'm gonna introduce her. I'm gonna show her Snatch Game, and I know you've never seen the show. It doesn't
I have
sound like
not,
it.
but that
Have you ever seen Match Game?
yes. So it's Snatch Game.
So it's called Snatch Game.
I mean, what else would it? Could
And
it be
right,
called?
gays. What are you gonna do? And so they, oh my god, it was like one of the most raunchiest snatch games ever, and we
And
put it on.
His mom was a good sport.
She was, yeah, but it was funny because it was the most recent season. I was happy with the winner, by the way, before I get attacked, because I live in Orlando. But it was her first time watching it. It was the finale, and the one person that everyone knew was going to win ended up winning. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. And then the other person that lost, everyone was like, they deserve to win.
Of
It's debatable,
course.
but I'm not going to get into that. This isn't the RuPaul reading fest here, but anyways, at the end of that scene when Ru announces the winner, she had only seen this one episode at this moment, and she goes, "What? Oh my god, the other girl did way better."
No way.
It's just
I love
cracking
it.
up.
She was into it.
She
love that.
was.
That's
She's
good.
great. I love her. She's so much fun. But yeah, it was a good trip. The boys were. We had a good time. We had our
Good.
moments. We were in a very cramped room, 3 of us. So, but
Oh, wow.
it was a good time.
Good time.
Jacob's first time meeting the family. So that was
Oh,
always,
Jacob. We should get Jacob on here one time.
We should.
Well, aren't we
yeah.
going to do a full drag episode one time?
They want to. I don't. I have a thing about makeup on my face. I don't know.
No, you don't like makeup on your face?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's not my
Even as a kid,
preference. I just,
like when they did like the face painting as a kid, I would never.
when I
let
did
them.
Tina Turner, I sat in Darcel Stevens' makeup artist chair in my house for 2 hours.
Yeah, it takes a while.
And, I've never worn makeup before, so that was a fascinating
It
experience.
takes Jacob like 2-3 hours to get ready. When
Yeah,
he does
well.
it. Lexi Long, follow him on
Lexi Long.
social media platforms.
That's right.
So yeah.
Awesome.
What
We
you
ha-
got coming up
what do I have coming up? Let's see.
besides training the new dog?
I know I have my new puppy. She's beautiful, little Tallulah
Yes.
Bell, and she's a doll. I have events. I've got a lot of events coming up. I feel like it's just a busy next couple of weeks.
It is. I'm looking at my calendar. and I'm
Yeah,
like, I've
my
got a
calendar
couple of
scares
those.
me
Yeah.
most days.
August is always crazy.
I don't know how people live without a calendar. We could talk about that one time too.
That's what we should bring Jacob on.
We should. Oh,
Just kidding.
totally. No, we love you. We love you. No, I think it's super important to have conversations about the stuff that's going on because there's a lot of ish that's going on in our community right now on so many different levels. And so I love that we do this because there are people thinking it, feeling it, and wanting to talk about it, but they're fearful.
Mhm.
And I realized we didn't say any names or use names. And most of the people who are watching probably are so thankful right now that I didn't bring up their particular issue. But I could, and I would if it made sense in the particular episode. So who knows what's coming up. But there's a lot of craziness going on.
Yeah. Also, if you are tired of someone, whether it be a client, your brokerage, your title advisor, your mother,
Lender.
I don't know,
Your mother.
break up with them.
Break up.
Move on. Life's
Nothing wrong.
too short.
That's correct. Nothing wrong
So-
with separating so that you are in a better place and you set those boundaries. I agree.
For sure. All right, Ted, where can they find you?
They can find me. I almost said OnlyFans. They can find me on Linktree. You can find me at the TED Show. You can find me on all social media platforms. Would love for you to reach out if you have other questions, things you want us to talk about. Maybe you have some realty of your own. I think it would be awesome if you
share it in
shared
the
it with
comments.
us and we could talk about it because we are obviously not afraid to talk about it.
No, we're not.
And how about you?
My name is Benjamin Maynard. Like I said, I am the broker for Pixel Realty, one of the lowest commission caps in the state.
That's right.
Gotta
We
get that-
clicked.
Gotta get
What do
that
you call
plug
that?
in
Oh, we
there.
snapped. Sorry,
We
I said
snapped.
clicked.
We snapped.
Yeah, you snapped.
Anyways, you can find me on Facebook, TikTok. If you go on TikTok, though, I am the One Magical Gay. Follow me there for any travel advice on Disney. We're building that channel now. And newly travel advisor, because I'm planning everyone's vacation anyways. Might as
Love
well
it.
get paid to
Might
do
as well
it.
get paid.
So, but thank you all for tuning in. And it's been a great time spilling the tea.
With you,
Gotta do our
always.
cheers if we
Oh, that's
can
right. We
reach.
got to do
We're
cheers.
in a different set this week. So
Woo! Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
have a good one.
Have a good one.